Hi, it's Ileana here, and today I am going to be discussing hypnosis, memory retrieval, and psychic surgery. So, what I have done before is for the hypnosis part, I do my own hypnosis scripts, specifically designed to retrieve memories from the subconsciousness about secret space program experiences, supernatural phenomenon, ET abductions, ET contact experiences. So that's what I designed the hypnosis scripts to do, as well as to explore past lives, to do soul retrieval, and also to experience future lifetimes, to go into the future, to see your lifetimes. So that's what my hypnosis scripts do. That's the design of them, the specificity for that. And it's quite different from the memory retrieval that I do for others. The memory retrievals are done psychically. So I look into your memories, what's in your head, in your subconsciousness, like SSP memories, ET abductions, ET contact experiences as well. Also Monarch programs, MK Ultra, that type of stuff. So I do that through the memory retrieval, but that's purely me doing that psychically. There's no hypnosis script, nothing like that. It's me looking at your memories based on your requests and your questions that you provide to me about what you want to know about, and what I pick up on my own as well when doing a scan of your memories. So it's a combination of both when doing memory retrieval, because I always like to ask, what is it that you'd like to retrieve from your memories? If you have bits and pieces of memories already and you'd like to get a more coherent picture of what you went through, that would be the memory retrieval process, where I tap into your memories in your brain and I look at everything that I can retrieve as much as I can. Now, I've mentioned this before. Some folks have asked, well, can you retrieve the schematics of how the ships were built, all the systems on the ships? I can retrieve the basics of summaries like, this is what you did, this is what you built, and this is what the stuff looks like. But in terms of schematics, like how to build a ship, that's very fine detail, very, very specific, and I usually can't retrieve that type of data. Either it's in the mind somewhere very deeply buried. Often enough, it's schematics like building a starship. That's usually either deeply buried in the mind and protected, so it's hard to access that, or it's been erased completely and there's not even a fragment of how to build it in the memories themselves. So that's tricky. I usually don't do memory retrieval for schematics, specifics of how to build something. I get basics of outlines. Well, this is how this works. This is the tools that were used to build it. But no schematics for holographic medical pods, no schematics for portable Meditech units or propulsion systems. I can see in a person's mind the type of propulsion systems that they built, for sure, and they'll get a list. What propulsion system they built, what's it called, and what it's for. That I can pull information like that. That's as much specifics as I can pull, but not schematics of this is how to build this on Earth. That I can't pull, and there's also safety guidelines, and because if I pull those schematics as well, then I'll have the schematics, and I'm very careful about understanding that on Earth if you, pull schematics for how to build something that's being done off-world, somebody might come after you. And they'll remove the schematics, they'll remove you, and there could be consequences for that type of information. So generally, I don't get myself involved with downloading schematics from people's minds for building things. If you have memories and you remember how to do those things, that's wonderful. Great, you can write it down. But again, if you try to build something advanced here from memory, somebody might come after you. 3-letter agencies, Black Ops shadow groups might come after you. It could be a dangerous proposition. So just giving a heads up what can happen if something like that is built. But going back to the memory retrievals, when I'm looking into somebody's memories for something, I cannot alter your memories. I cannot put anything into your memories that's not there. What is in your memories is exactly what I record. I take notes. When I'm in people's memories, literally walking in their head, I take notes of what's there, what I see in your memories. So I take notes of that. I cannot alter the information. I cannot put any information into your memories. Whatever's there is what I see and what I observe and record. So that's how the memory retrieval works. I cannot add anything in. I cannot subtract anything from your memories. And I always report honestly about what I see psychically in your memories, whether that's from your questions or whether it's just what I saw of the memories in addition to your questions. So I also see past lives sometimes in memories, higher soul's name, your past life name, what you did. Sometimes I see stuff like that, ET abductions, contact experiences. I've seen that too in memories. So it really, everybody's memories are uniquely theirs, very much unique. So you'll have other memories, not the same memories as somebody else does. Or there could be similarities and differences. It really depends on you and what experiences you've had. So the hypnosis does follow a specific hypnosis script that I myself created. The memory retrieval is pure psychic work that I do for you. So those are how the hypnosis is done and how the memory retrieval is done. Now, I've also done psychic surgeries. I've done psychic surgery on myself to remove the Neuralink implants that were in my brain. And it's just a more focused energy healing of removing something from the body. Etheric implants. That's what I removed from my own body with the help of the Calypsy Raw. They had given me symbols which looked like frequency antennas on them to help to remove the Neuralink implants in my brain. So, and that took 2 days to do, and they were sending me telepathically the information of how to work with the symbols to remove the Neuralink implants. They'd also sent me images of what the Neuralink implants looked like and how they had to be removed with the symbols, the antennae symbols that they sent me. And that took 2 days. First day, half the day with 2 Calypsy Raw. Second day, whole day with 10 Calypsy Raw present to help with the psychic surgery. So I did my own psychic surgery. It was successful. The Neuralink implants were removed. My migraines were reduced. Very good. And then later on, the inflammation in my brain was also reduced with doing the SCIG, which is immunoglobulin therapy, which I actually got the information about the biological drug serums, the immunoglobulin therapy to reduce and remove inflammation in the brain. That I got through my hypnosis scripts, doing self-hypnosis on myself. based on my shamanic teaching and my psychic work teaching, psychic development. So everything is interconnected. The way I get my information, it's either through hypnosis, self-hypnosis for myself and others, memory retrieval for others, and I've also had lucid memory retrieval happen to myself, on myself, just tapping into that subconsciousness, really tapping into it, seeing what the memories are, examining them, seeing if they're screen memories, seeing if they're real memories, were they virtual, or how physical were they? So, a lot of things to count on fingers. Screen memory, virtual memory, physical real memory, or partially virtual and physical, because there could be so many different variations in how the secret space programs play around with your memories and what they put in and what they take out, or not put in or not take out. So it really depends. And so I've gotten a lot of information through self-hypnosis, through my own hypnosis scripts, and I've gotten a lot of information through memory retrieval, and I also learned a lot about psychic surgery working with the Solipsy Raw. My mom also had a sort of like a sprain on her right leg, and I did psychic surgery on that to heal it. So those are the two major psychic surgeries that I've done, and that's more focused than the usual energy healing, because I put a lot of time into it. I look at how a sprain needs to be healed with psychic surgery. I look at how long it takes, and implant removal, psychic surgery again. Sometimes the implants have to be removed in stages, taken apart and dissolved in stages. Sometimes the whole thing is removed right away. It really depends. So I usually like to remove implants all in one go. Even if there's many parts of them, I like to do it in one session. But for me, I had 4 Neuralink implants that were partially etheric, so it took 2 days to remove them, to take apart the nanofibers with the gold, take them apart, separate them out from the neurons in my brain. That was the first stage. Look at the implants themselves, how many there are, where in the brain they were, how many were in the brain, and then also start dissolving them on the second day, because I had 4 of them. I had 4 implants. 4. So second stage was dissolving them, the individual implants. First day, separate the nanofibers from all the neurons in my brain of the 4 implants, and day 2, dissolve the 4 implants, nanotech implants in my brain. So 2 stages in how that was done, just to give you an example of that psychic surgery for Neuralink implant removal for nano stuff. And I could see them in my brain, what they looked like. They also had ET symbols on them. So I was looking at that. I did not, in the hypnosis sessions, I did not ask what specifically those symbols mean. I know the purpose of the symbols, which is they were to amplify my psychic abilities, my psionics, and my telepathy. So that's the purpose of the symbols, and the Neuralink implants themselves. That's why I had that in my brain in the first place. It also recorded telemetry, like audio and video, and that could synthetically be sent to my SSP asset superiors. These implants also tracked me where I was going, each planet, who I was meeting. So that was the purpose of the Neuralink implants. They also acted as translators, language translation devices. So those Neuralink implants did that. They provided me with the ability to remotely pilot different spacecraft because I could telepathically engage with the navigational systems on the craft and remotely pilot the ship or ships, because I was able to basically interface with the navigational systems to do that. The Neuralink implants allowed me to do that, to do holographic interfaces with technology, specifically crafts, databases, other holographic devices, language translation, downloads and uploads of information for different work tasks. That's something else that these Neuralink implants allowed. As well, telepathic mind-to-mind communication with other SSP assets who had those similar or the same Neuralink implants embedded in their brains. So those are some of the functionalities and capabilities of what these Neuralink implants did. Obviously, they're out of my brain, and I am still very much fully capable of my psionic abilities just as well without these implants. I can telepathically still talk to other beings. I can telepathically pick up language translations of other languages, especially light languages. I can still do memory retrieval. I can still use my psychic abilities for telepathic stuff. Also to see the future sometimes. That happens from time to time. I don't interface with technology anymore because I don't have the Neuralink implants anymore. I don't really tap into the frequencies of technology to interface with it. I don't see why I need to. That was part of the SSP job, so that's why I had the Neuralink implants. That's the only functionality that I can't do anymore. Plus, I'm not being tracked and nothing is being recorded audio, video through the implants because I don't have them in my brain anymore. So I can't be tracked easily. They can't tap into my brain and just see where I am. Those implants are gone, so that capability is gone as well in terms of the tracking, the immediate tracking. Planetary corporations on Mars, they can track any SSP asset, whether you're still in the SSP or you're out of it, no longer in service. They can track you, but it takes them a little more time to find you on Earth where you are. Whereas if you still have your Neuralink nano implants, nanotech implants in your brain, they can just tap into them because they're always active and find you within a nanosecond. But without the implants, it takes them a little longer to track you on the planet, but they'll still find you, just takes longer for them to, use their scanners to pick you up, to pick up your life frequency, or to lock onto your DNA, to your life signs, life force energy. They can track you different ways. They have different tracking abilities and different technologies. So, again, I just wanted to discuss what I do in hypnosis. Through the hypnosis scripts, what can be retrievable is memories of what exactly happened in your memories. Were you in this SSP? Were you not in the SSP? Did you serve? Did you not serve? To explore your abduction, ET abduction experiences, ET contact experiences, other phenomenon, other memories, past lives, You can go into that and explore that. You can go into the future and explore that. And you can ask any other questions in hypnosis as well that you need answers to. Because hypnosis, again, it's a hypnosis script. The script can be broadened and changed based on the person's needs. And I'm the facilitator in the session, so I also see on the dimensional scale what you're experiencing. I actually see your experience, and I'm there with you as the guide. So I'm also fully participating in your experience. I can psychically see it and just observe it and, help guide you on the journey of the hypnosis session. Whatever you're exploring, I can help guide you through it and just add more perspective to it with the psychic stuff. Because sometimes in the hypnosis I can all of the time I would say I psychically see everything that's happening to you because I tap into the dimensional level of your experience, just as I do with the memory retrieval. So I always psychically tap in to whatever I'm doing and I look at it. And the memory retrieval, that's not hypnosis. That's purely me using my psychic abilities to look into your memories in your brain of what's happened to you. Whether that's SSP, whether that's ET contact experiences, ET abductions, or other phenomena, it can be retrieved through memory exploration. I call it memory retrieval process. And the psychic surgery, that's a little bit more involved than energy healing, than an energy healing session. So it might take longer, depending on what's being psychically healed through the psychic surgery, like a sprained foot, implant removal that is, complex because there's many parts to it. Psychic surgery is also entity attachment removal, because sometimes you have people after you or entities after you. You might have a witch that's following you, that's sending you negative energies. You might have an ex-partner who's very negative towards you. You might have psychic emotional trauma from extraterrestrials, somebody pursuing you, humans pursuing you. Whatever you have going on in the psychic trauma, psychic attacks, targeting, psychic surgery can help to alleviate that and remove the issue. So I just gave a few examples of what psychic surgery could be used for to remove entity attachments. So I just wanted to discuss those 3 topics today in more detail and to share some examples. So thank you so much and namaste.